Hello. Hi, Fel. Tricking ghosts or tricking as a ghost, it's all the same to me. Well, not really the same, but we ghost tricking. How you doing? We had a somewhat of a busy day, but not like a hugely busy day. It was like a fun day. Initially, we thought we're gonna be hanging out with friends today, but unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, what happened was we were hoping to hang out with some friends, but it turns out that our friends are coming tomorrow. Yeah. So instead, we just went to a festival and hung out with our mom. Our mom also wanted to go to the festival too. So it was like today was mom day, tomorrow's going to be friend day. So there's nothing too wrong about it. We did have an opportunity to have some food. It was really good. Um, let's see. Yeah, we got ourselves a hot dog. So absolutely worth it. We got a hot dog. A hot dog. 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 Ah, wow. But then so like we also didn't pay attention to what time the festival opens. And so it was like the festival opens at 1 p.m. today. It opens at noon tomorrow, but I showed up at like 12:30 thinking like I'll be just fashionably late. That's fine, right? Being fashionably late works. Um Turns out we were half an hour early to the festival. Nothing was open, but people were kind of milling around, so we just kind of hung out, looked at some what do you call them? Flower arrangements, because it's a Japanese festival. We looked at some ikebana, and nothing else really because they kind of sized down this year. It's the first time they've been doing it since like COVID started, so a lot of things have kind of changed. They also got rid of the tempura booth, which was kind of sad for us because we kind of were looking forward to their tempura. But unfortunately, what we got was cabbage salad. Cabbage salad didn't look quite as appetizing, so we didn't buy any. I mean, I'm sure I'm guessing what that cabbage salad tastes like already, and we're not exactly like super excited to have it, so we're just like, whatever, that's fine. It's fine. And then we lined up like for an hour to buy chicken dinners because that's what you do. Also, our eyes are bothering us, so we're just gonna take a moment to scuff it. Does this work? Does this work now? our eyes are like fucked up all the time. It's like there's no escaping it. We're wondering if it's the ring light or if our eyes are just too closed all the time. Anyway, we are yeah, so we spent like 2 hours, 3 hours at the festival, 2 of them in lines, buying food. We bought some sushi, we bought some manju, we bought a hot dog, we bought some piping hot udon because you buy udon at a summer festival. Why would you do so? It's not the most sensible thing you can do, but we like it. We want to eat the hottest fucking food during the hottest part of the day. Yes. So, yeah, that's what we did. But udon. Yeah, no, for sure. It's good udon. We really appreciated the udon. We are just sad about the lack of tempura. And tomorrow with friends, we're probably going to get some shaved ice, maybe some beef skewers, and maybe even have a beer if it makes sense. We'll see. But it was fun. We've also noticed that there's been a rapid increase of incredibly racist white people who are still excited to partake. Oh my god, our eyes are just bothering us. Who are extremely. Hello, Ordinary Clover. Oh no. Well, let's see. I really don't even need or want to provide anything specific. At least one thing in terms of Minecraft. Like, we're sorry to hear that. Okay. But, yeah, tomorrow we're gonna hang out with friends, get some shaved ice, and just hang out and have fun. That's our hope for tomorrow anyway. We're hoping it doesn't get too hot, though. It will be very, very hot. But, I mean, okay, when we left around 3 p.m. today, it was like 100 degrees out. Well, good news is we don't play Minecraft here. I have no interest in Minecraft. Yes. Also, I swear to God. Is it my glasses? No, is it... Are my eyes just not supposed... Are my eyes just not opening correctly? Do we have faulty eyes? Do we need to, open them extra big? Sometimes I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't plan to, and we're probably too old for it. So, we missed that boat. Anyway, yeah, I'm just wondering, my right eye constantly seems to close for whatever reason, even though we're not even blinking. It's weird. I think it might be the lights. Who knows? Anyway. We're gonna go over to game. Haha, yes. Let's see. Does that work? Yes. Haha. Oh, and we will... There we go. Haha. I think that works. Alright, if you remember what was happening previously, we just saved the Justice Minister's life, but he is refusing to help us as long as his daughter might still be in danger. We need to stop him. We need to convince him to help us. And to do that, we are going to go have his sick daughter call the office. Our posture is doing pretty well. We just started stream. We are still sitting in our chair, and we are just getting going, so we'll be good. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I am hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. Good posture, yes. Straight as an arrow. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? Posture check turned me straight, not clickbait. Oh yeah. Yeah, you better believe it. A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emil. I hate you. Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Emil wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Alright. Well, what happens if we light this lighter? Aha! Here's the phone. Straight to your door. The phone? Emil? I told you you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emil. Your father is about to make a big mistake, and I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. She's bloomed. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Where did she pull that bottle out of? I hate you. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. Phew, that pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Emil can call. I better not put out the lamp right now. It will only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. Oh my god, she types with one finger. Yeah, she does. If I want to give Emil a chance to use the phone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Let's see. Oh goodness, look at the time. Sin. As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, huh? But this won't buy enough time for her daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. No, that's not gonna help. The lady's dictionary. Was this on her desk before? The poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. And we are... okay, so... the easy thing is just turning this latch. Too weak. Let's see, if we swing this harder... Well, well. Having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. Did you fancy the vintage of my whiskered friend? What a fucking bitch sometimes, you know? She's more powerful than I thought. It looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Okay, so... what happens if we turn this? Oh! Oh no, is the rat dead? Oh heavens, a blackout. At a critical time like this? Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. What a smoking hot bod. No! No? No? This feels very wrong. Yeah, no. What a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in a dusky twilight. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious, but now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. I turned the latch. You're just popping in before bed? Hello. Hope you have a good night's rest. I know, poor rat. What happens if I crank it down? What a naughty chandelier. What if I... Oh. Such insolence. Let's try that again. Aha! Emil, help me! Mama! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you now. Here's the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Wonder what happens if I crank it. Help! Help! What? What is going on here? Emil, look! Do you see this? Help me, please! Oh, sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. I guess I'll have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right, the angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? And that doesn't do anything? What if I turn the knob? If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. I better not put out this lamp right now. Let's see. Can we reach it? No, we can't. That's not helping us. I'm really wondering what I'm missing here. So I need to catch this pendulum on fire, probably. But he doesn't want to use this lamp. Let's see. Maybe if I lower it? Yeah. You got a clue? I swear, that was just like the thrill of falling in love. I've got it. That could be the title of my next novel. Lady Chandelier Falls in Love. It's perfect. Thank goodness she's tough. I have to give Emil a chance to make that phone call. Should I try shaking this lady up a little bit more? Okay, so that's not happening. Help! Help! Oh, burn brighter. Maybe this'll work. Aha! This is some chaos here. Is backseating allowed? No, it's, I would prefer to figure this out myself unless I ask for help. So, you can just hang out and watch for now. Thank you, though. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. But this might be a really good chance for me to... I have to get that phone to Emil. Okay. Just swing this guy, little guy over, and... Yeah, there we go. Mama? What in the world is going on here? I'm glad that she never spilled her wine. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. The most important object. Ah! Don't you dare, Mia! I won't have it. Ah, there we go. Hello, Papa? Emil? Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks, mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing so much trouble. No, Emil. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. I can see how this could all be misunderstood for something much worse. Yeah, it could. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see? Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. You're sleepy? Be sure to get some rest and get into your bed before falling asleep anywhere else. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, I have a good night. Love you. You are in bed? Okay, good. I love you too, Emil. Good night, sweetheart. Mama? You feel like you're missing whatever fella's noticing? You are sleepy too. I can see how this could... Well, I mean, like, this... If you didn't take into account the fact that, like, the mom and dad were fighting because the Justice Minister was about to administer death penalty. But it's actually that... I mean, you can misunderstand it that he was being unfaithful or something, right? Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? Sorry, allergies. I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Emil. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right, I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promised to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Emil, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, don't breathe. Do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Plop. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here is to the Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everyone is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everyone is waiting for the prison van. Yay! The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in this depth of despair. The atmosphere in the room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. You have points saved for little rewards, looks like. Oh, yeah, if you like, by all means. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake. And for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet, you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Until we get her report, I guess I'll have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Mia time. Okay. Hello. Wow. We want to know. We were, like, curious, actually. We wanted to see... oops. Oh, right. Yeah. We're gonna try something real quick. We wanted to try it. Yeah. It looks like the little girl is having sweet dreams. Meanwhile, it looks like the mama is still in the middle of a nightmare. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, squeeze me tight enough to take my breath away. My darling lady, let us be free. Spread our wings and fly. I think I'll edit those lines out once I'm back down on the ground. Being squeezed tight enough to take one's breath away is not as much as fun as I thought. Guess the novelist is getting less in reality. We were hoping to let her down. We can't get her down. Oh no. Okay, that's too bad. Boo. She's learning something new about herself. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we already heard that. Let's talk. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known you know for a quite while now, but I have no idea that they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator. What's this? That's why the execution order cost me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. The manipulator. There are some cases in the country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right, they don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for the crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The secret Special Investigations Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory of the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Jowd's case. Some unknown power has been at work. These past years, Inspector Cavanella has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? The minister's mistake. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us more about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. All right, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Crashing. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Awa. Good night, good night, good night. We will. We're gonna have fun. Awa. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of it that firsthand. What's these? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Chow's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document! That's when it started. Yeah, the arranged music's alright. I think it's good. Certainly do like the original, but it's a good improvement. If you like the original, by all means, keep at it, but this is a good, these are good a new arrangement for higher definition systems for sure. Oh wow. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. The fear, despair, and suffering. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, huh? Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report on the existence of a manipulator. As Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. Keeping on a low volume in the background while I played the remaster. Yeah, have fun, have fun. If you're, we are chapter 13. If you haven't played it before, for sure, like, spoilers ahead. But if you just want to vibe, by all means, hang out. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, the nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out. I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me that with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. You beat the original a few times, love it to pieces. This is the first time playing the remaster. See what's changed. The gameplay is mostly the change. It's just nicer graphics, which is really nice. Like, I'm so glad they got Inspector Cabanela to look as hot as he is. Turns out his wife was absolutely right. Once again, a woman is judged by her horniness. I wasn't really judging her by her horniness, more the violent outbursts with her wine bottle. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight. I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanela? This manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. Oh, the minister's wife mind blanked on me for a second. Oh, wow. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Zhao, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghosts, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. And he just kind of hurries off. Inspector. This is Lin. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately. It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Let's talk to him for... I never saw that coming. The minister was being controlled, huh? I'm truly sorry, Detective Zhao. I have no excuse to offer you. You know, maybe it was all for the best. What do you mean? If you had never been manipulated, you never would have believed the power existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you, you never know when even the worst things can turn out good. Detective Zhao, I don't know what to say. Alright, Sissel, you better go help Lin. She's a good kid, but she's got a habit of taking on other people's problems. Yeah, I know. Let's see, she's in Temsic Park, huh? Yeah, let's talk to him, just in case. I knew, actually, right from the beginning. Knew what? That you saved my life the first time we met tonight. Oh, that. When I talked about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about me. I hated who I had become. But you helped me appreciate the truth. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many, including that of my loving family. I'm glad to hear that. I'm starting to realize what a lucky man I am. And it's all thanks to you. Wow, he's doing so much better. I wonder why the inspector in the white went running out like that. But I'm more concerned about Lynn. She looks really upset. Better go to see her fast. Temsic Park. Still can't fast forward cutscenes, just the text. Oh yeah, that's always been the case. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. A manipulator. A person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Child's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Hey, that was a pretty long chapter now that I think about it. To nothingness. Save. Chapter 14. 1:28 p.m. Pretty sure it should be 1:28 a.m. Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find? Do we have anything? Nope. Huh? What's he doing here? La 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 la. Let me spend a moment's time with you. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. La la la. A little late? It's already ice cold. There we go. Swing harder, nerd. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. What's up here? Okay, so we cannot reach that. A love letter? Mm-hmm. Can't drop? Maybe if we open. Ah, nothing. Oh, well, we didn't need to do that. Leave. Oh, that's a dead body over there. Someone's dead. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There, in the grass. You'd better see for yourself. It looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it here, can we? No, I suppose not. Is there anything else here? Aha! So much stuff. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site! Protect the park! The Rock of the Gods! You there! You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to pursue it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name... What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now, and study these tracts with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. And the night is so no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved with your way of life or whatever, but I am interested in the way of your death. Let's go back 4 minutes before your death. "8:25 p.m. This is hours ago. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it." Okay. And what does that have to do with the Rock of Gods you mentioned? You still don't understand. It's written quite clearly in this 4th leaflet, in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. I'm coming! Just hold on. I'll be right there. I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Oops. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park. Forget about the name of the big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, yes I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes, the power of the gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved the little girl. And then the same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? But, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But, wait a minute. What if there was something with much greater power than me? Wow. Look at that! There's another flame besides me. Oh, so that is the flame of a god, huh? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably the flames doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I better try talking to this person. Can't do that. Oh, we can actually. Did we just fucking... What's this? You're not talking to the flame of a god? I thought I'd better try to save you first. But now that I've come this way, the path to the flame has disappeared. Did I really make the right move here? It is my opinion that you should have talked to the god. Well, too late now. I'll just look around and see what I can do on this side instead. Oops. It's okay, though. Nope, can't move. Okay. We fucked ourselves. It's fine. Yeah, we saw. It should be good now. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. What the? This person with much greater power than me. Well, this person with much greater powers than me. It's you? Hey! Sissel! Oh my, it's Missile! Getting strong Dagoth Wave vibes from this guy, yeah. You look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard, and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what is going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left... Some dogs are gods. Yes. I worked like crazy to make up my own path, and I did it. Oh, what a good dog. And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. That means your door is open somewhere. And then here at this park I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after her too. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla. I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart, and then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anyone else could. And I remembered what you did for me, and you saved me, so... You went back, right? You went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Now's my chance. I thought I saw the core. I don't know, looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. So then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside. Right, on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't? Then how did you... I don't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from there, from a tree. I tried reaching out for the reap. God, what a long range. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things the same shape? Go ahead and try it. Press swap. That's incredible. So that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in all this, isn't it? I'm very sorry! My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. That was something that the exact same shape stuck to the branches of the tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino. So then, why don't we try swapping them, Missile? I couldn't. I could stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach it. Boom. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course! Naturally! So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Alright, let's get this started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with that leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with that same shape. This guy's pretty chill for somebody entombed in concrete. I mean, you know, he's been an adherent to the rock gods for so long. I think he's fine. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, a rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball, where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press R2. That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you press R2, control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Alright, Missile. Your powers are the key this time. Alright, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is to try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And see if I can, and if I see something we can swap, I should use R2. Okay. Oh. Doop-a-doop. Huh. Let's try that. It's too heavy, the seesaw won't budge. Maybe because of that swap I made? I guess a little ball is about all the weight I can handle. Phew, here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning-fast speed. I've been thinking. If we could stop that man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, huh? Oops. Oh, alright, I gotta do it here. Let's talk. Here comes that man, fast enough to scare even a quick little doggy like me. Uh-oh, the rugby ball is still in the tree. And behold, the recklessness of youth. Yeah, it's that recklessness of yours that's causing us so much trouble. No one can stop the recklessness of youth. Well, if we can't stop it, then I guess we're gonna have to find a way to make it work for us. But if he comes running too fast, we won't have time to be ready. Looks like figuring out what to do with his recklessness is the key. Let's see. Oh. No. Stop that. There we go. Okay, and then we do this. Okay, we can rustle up, see what that has. Aha. Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, it would have knocked it down. Is that all that umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Look at that funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. But it's too far to swap from here. Even that ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something I can do. Oh, I see. Okay, that's too far. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, no. So many R buttons. What if... swap these... Yeah, I think I'm... Ah, stop it. I will one day hit the right button, because we have... We're able, we're capable. Stop it! Let's see. Look at that funny... Okay, we've already read this. Okay, so we can't move the basketball either. But does this work? No. What do you think of my lightning-fast pace? I wish you would knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to stop and find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. The what? You know, the seesaw, the swing, those things. Precisely. Except there is one more piece of equipment to be found, to be exact. Stop him with the equipment, huh? Maybe I should rethink things here. Let's see. Something about the front view of characters look a bit odd to me. Maybe. And that's Hubbard. Okay, so we'll just have to rewind again. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? There sure are whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh boy. My hair is also round. Let's see, to use... Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give it my best. The first thing to do is to find a path to the rugby ball. Okay. Can't really move, so that's unfortunate. But... Okay, so the tire can talk to... can interact with this guy. Hmm. Can it also... It can't. Stop. Yeah, it can't reach that, so... Let's see. Tail end chapter 11. I've never noticed it. Maybe even other places. Not sure. Yeah, I haven't actually paid that much close attention. This is not going to help, probably. Unless... I mean, is this what we wanted? Okay, we're here at least. Okay. Nope. Let's see. Can that... No, that does not get us up there. Up, 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 up. Okay. Okay, let's see. We did it too... Okay. Feeling a little stumped here. I feel like this is, like, I think previously when we played this game, we also got stuck on this puzzle. So this is, like, the one where we always forget how to solve it, for whatever reason. Okay. Because we lack object permanence, unfortunately. Okay, so get us over here. Yeah, 2 powers at once is complicated, and also just in general. Okay. We do this. Like, I feel like we should be doing this. Because that... well, okay, let's see what happens when we do that. Wait, hold on. What if we... Oh! Okay, I think I got it. So we do this. God damn it, come on. There we go. How many times have you accidentally won over Sissel's core? Like I don't know what you mean exactly here, but... Okay, let's see. Go up here. I like how the boot has completely desynced with the object. Ah. There we go. Ba-ba-ba-ba. As if to talk to them. Oh, I see. Yeah. I've done that a couple times. Move you out of the way. Oh. No, spin faster. Aha. Let's see. Does that help? Nope, that doesn't do anything, but... Stop. We'll try it with the... No, the tire's probably too heavy. I think the basketball is what we need. Okay. I think we got it. Wow, I so did not see that coming. I never thought the umbrella would catch the ball. Did you see that? The tree branch, it shook a little. I think I saw it shake too. If it only shook a little more, it would knock that terrible rugby ball down. From this terrible tree. Maybe it just needs a little more weight. I'm sure we can do this. We just have to put our heads together. Everything looks good so far. We just need one more step. Okay, I think we got it. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I can do it. In just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, you can swap Mino with one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready? You bet! Oh, that's amazing. He just stores it in his little pocket. Oh, we don't have to do that part. That's nice. Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go. The fishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with the ball. Awoo. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worth of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. We did it again, didn't we? Small bonk. Let's see. Music, but you went ghost as soon as it transitioned. I see. Yeah. Didn't we? Fate averted. Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, yeah, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course. You're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back to the present! And welcome back if you were on a ad break. Hello. Everything is back to normal. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright after all. After all, she has me. Missile? Are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help you. Missile? Miss Lynn? I'm going to leave it up to Missile. Hi, Morpho. I'm sure Missile will be fine. Kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. And there he goes. Yeah. Oh. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me. Yes, pardon me. Flying away as the hero he is, yes. My apologies, this is for you. Oh. And just puts it into her pocket. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. The cat's allowed to get whatever tongue she wants. Yeah, that's right. That's my tongue you're talking about. Well, no, it might be your... It's not your tongue anymore. It's mine now. All tongues belong to me. Oh, wow. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... And here I am, speaking. You might be wondering how I ended up here. Let's talk to him for a second. Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be a coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. And Missile's dead. Missile? Wait a minute. You say gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of Gods. Now, take a good look at this monument. Monument? Rock of the Gods, Temsic Park. The Rock of the Gods. The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there for these 10 years. Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Ah! Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I thought I couldn't stand it any longer, that's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods." Oh, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsic, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Temsic. I never knew about this Temsic. Jowd killed 0 people now. Yes, literally 0. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then. And you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should cause quite a stir. Strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. Jowd killed as many people as Kiryu. Yep. And he still went to prison. Just like Kiryu. Well, it's kind of like Ichiban, really. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. Temsic. What is the world is that? The meteorite was named Temsic after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning this park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day, and so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. The piano music's really nice, by the way. Like, compared to the original, it's much more refined. I'm taking you with me, Dismissal. Are you gonna store it in your pocket? Please tell me you're gonna store it in the pocket. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsic thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The Rock of the Gods that fell from that sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again in the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get that thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know? See? He calls that a knack. It looks more like brute strength to me. Hey, that's way bigger. You should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's the kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. Please tell me Lynn took a dead dog. Yeah, no, Lynn is carrying around a dead dog around in her pockets right now. In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. Bloop. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flames run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But what? That angle was never brought up in court. And so as Justice Minister, I must call off this execution at this point. I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. What's up, dude? What's the matter? Just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago? Back then, nobody had any way of knowing the true nature of the manipulator. It wasn't anybody's fault that we didn't know the truth. Do you really think so? Of course. Besides, what's important right now is deciding what to do next, am I right? She's right, Mr. Minister. Yes, of course. I do believe she is. What is it now? I just don't know. What should I do next? You'll figure it out. We believe in you. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and I got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find out the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Chowd. About the manipulator. Yes. And it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Ugh. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Ugh. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me, too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too? There was a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now, I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? Camilla's contraption. That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Chowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Chowd about it. I told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of that place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Detective Chowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsic. We're actually like a chapter away in progression. Oh, good. We're probably going to be slower because we're reading and also, like, we're dumb. So if you overtake us, feel free. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear the meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you did steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Chowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in that park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. Hydrate. Yes, will do. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? truth about 10 years ago. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. The suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow. I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. Wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved in it. It was all my fault. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. Then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for... I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I had done. Sorry, I was actually a typical cop. Or I mean... I painted pictures in my cell. Nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I've met in my life that I didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait, just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw that face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. Hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know that man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister? Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't me, my daughter, who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will be free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Shu Takumi continues to be incapable of making a normal story. Nope. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What is going on, Inspector Cabanela? The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing what than no from knowing than when I started. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is around where you kind of start like understanding why this game is like one of the best games ever and that you should not know anything about it going in. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. Fel, have you actually played or seen the full story of this game before? I know that we all swore to you that this is great, but like, have you actually played or played through this game? But the scenes I find waiting for me on the other end of the telephone line feel like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Nope, my story with these games are all Ace Attorney and Apollo Justice. Okay, yeah, buckle up, buddy. So I know it's bound to be crazy. Yeah, no, buckle up, buddy. This is gonna get crazy. I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel! Where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. I didn't think it would take this long. Oh, what about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Oh boy, it's a submarine. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. So, That submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Oh, I guess we can't actually go down there anymore. I guess it's telling us we should really talk to Inspector Cabanela. But what if we didn't? What else is even... No. I wonder how Special Investigations is doing. We're just doing this because we see an ad break going on, so we're just waiting for an ad break to finish up. The reason why I don't mind spoilers for this type of game is because my memory is so bad I can count on the facts. I will not remember anything if I choose to play it. I guess the chief went out. He didn't even put on his shoes. He didn't even put on his shoes! Did something happen? How's the kitchen doing? Welcome back, people, and also Morpho. I'm glad, but like that's some wild forgetting if you're gonna forget the gist of the story. It looks like the chef is back. The rich sound of singing and the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. I'm glad that he's doing well. The last chicken of the night. Cooked by me in the secret special way. For me alone. The chicken kitchen will open again tomorrow to share its chicken with the world. I sure would like to try some of that chicken. Okie dokie, let's go back to the soup's office. I get it. But also, there's some stories that are hard to forget, yeah. You being your own, like, you being the actual villain of the story is kind of a huge, huge thing to forget. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, huh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't just run away from it. Once the criminals get the punishment he deserves, the hostages will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector of the country. Ugh. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent? Lynn, that girl who was right there when I was running. Lynn? She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. Yeah, his hand is a little cooked. He's cooking something, alright. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought to take it hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. I love that the way you do things in this game is a lot like the Rube Goldberg machine in the basement of the junkyards. Yes, let's see. It's President Jowd, Alma, and Camilla, aka the Murder Machine. Yeah, the Murder Machine is pretty hilariously central to this game. And finally, you, Inspector Cavanella. Me. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. In my case, was that one blot in it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Creating a path forward, moving things around, and eventually get to your destination. Yep. Gods. By the way, yeah, he's immortal. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Tempsic. My roast is ruined. But what if I substitute this murder with my own? Oh, Skinner. Clever dog. Revenge? What? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cavanella. He's awake. This is why I yell, the lamp. There was actually an animation that put the scene into this style. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cavanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who shot me? Yeah, I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for myself. I'm searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. God, I love the end game for this game. Oh, that was some loading. Okay, that's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead. Yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about the powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. Look at him. Let's see, steamed ham scenes into the style of the game. I mean, we already have a Phoenix Wright version of the steamed hams, so it's pretty much that. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Let's see. Top of the bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced so precariously it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did this old pigeon guy even reach up there? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? The vibes are very similar, and the missile is the same. Yeah, the missile will always be the same. Rest in peace, little doggy. He actually is dead. There was an Ace Attorney ghost trick too. Ah, yeah. He sensed my presence. I noticed you. Think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it! Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Consider Maya exists, and it just makes sense. Yeah, that's true. Wait, don't shoot! Not just Maya, but the whole concept of channeling. Yeah. This other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice that what you did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" It looks like it might be hard to save you under the circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Guess I better rewind. Okay. By the way, PSX, just so you know, I haven't played this game in probably 8 years, so I'm very rusty. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Fate change for the worse. Now, is that any kind of a question for the top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Blah, blah, blah. Well. Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Huh? Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Pigeon Man! No! Twitter Bird is still alive, though. That's good. Hey, come to think of it, where's the old pigeon guy? Conk. Hey, there he is. Extremely dead. Alright, let's talk to you. Excuse me? Are you awake? Of course. Oh, why is this bird with him? I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. No, but never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up this place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy. And I'm his guest, actually. Yeah, said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Huh. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? We can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. We must go deeper. Must go into the past in the PST in the past to see the past. Yep. Must go to the past in the past to see the past. Yeah. Ah, wow. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Eventually, we'll go back 10 years, 4 minutes at a time. Wolf damage. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead. Just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Hello, Princess Ozaline. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are very late game in Ghost Trick, so if you have not played this game, we would suggest not watching it, but if you have played it before or really, really do not care about spoilers, buckle up because we're in the interesting times part of the game. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? Hmm? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel. A shell. I control everything. Everything. This shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. I don't know if I care about spoilers for this, but I'll dip. I'm just trying to get ready for bed later. Okay! Yeah, have a good night. And if you do ever play this game, absolutely play Ghost Trick because it's one of the best games ever made. So, it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do anything like that? To create conclusive evidence. You know, on the security tape. Now she's a murderer. Just like Jowd. She'll suffer like him. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful for you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with this contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear? His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. He's already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. I mean, he was trying to listen to the heartbeat of a corpse. Yeah, he was kind of he was absolutely not meant to be a corpse. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. Something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Okay. First, let's listen to our advice. Alright, man. Just jump in there and stop the explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say, and most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say, sheesh, what's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. Well, what do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're going to set off the contraption in motion. Oh yeah. I just thought, He just thought he'd blow me up, is what he thought. That was my bad. But there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. What in the world is this thing? This device has the meteorite data entered into it. If it detects Tempsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Can't quite make it there. It's no use, I can't open it. Could be the fact the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. Sound so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, huh? Trying to think. Can't quite. He's completely dead. But just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it. He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator is something you can detect. It's a spirit. Is that? Nope. You're a clever man, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's true you were manipulating my baby that time. Blah, blah, blah. Hey. Not much we can do here. As you perhaps have already noticed, time is running out, baby. Yeah, no, perhaps about it. I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. Huh? What's with that frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep, little guy. That looks a little fragile, but has strength that'll surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Oh, there he is. Sissel, here I am. Oh, hey, it's Missile. What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, let me come join you. Bye, Leaf. Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now, maybe things will flow in a new direction? Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit sinky. Yay, we have not at all actually changed anything. Ugh. Come on, I can do it. No. Stop. Nope. Okay, I guess that's not working. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen, then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of this, Missile. Oh, but I don't know about that. But I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds, we can't miss our chance. Let's see. Welcome back from the ad if you are coming back. Let's see, what can we do? Actually, do we have something over here that... You go down here. A ball. A lamp. A telephone. Okay. The ball is not going to help us. Oh. The squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things aren't usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Okay. There we go. More rats. It's a rat party, yay! Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making the trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing right now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Aha! Aha! That works. First try. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. I might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela, I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic of disappearing act, that is, nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. We've averted a fate, but I mean, Cabanela's still gonna die. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me is giving that poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. Unless Missile can help. Yeah, right? You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate, indeed. Wait a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes. We're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first, and wait for you. Thanks. Okay, Lovey-Dub. We need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. You've got grit, little pigeon. I better get up there before the little pigeon's strength gives out. Missile's waiting for me. I better hurry. Okay. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, that inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot, and then save Cabanela without him noticing. Oh god, it's even more worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap R2. Well, I really don't have any powers right now, so... Okay, so this knit hat looks just like the hard hat. right? So I know I need to swap it with that, but I can't get it. It's too far. I think I first need... Right, revenge. That lets us get up here. We don't actually have access. Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is my chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me, too. If you have something to do, do it now. I mean, the real only thing I can really do is swivel. Let's see. Okay, I think I might have... No, that's not working here either. You're actually going to clear the chapter one since I only did it in the demo. Yeah, we had to go back and do that too. Ah, this is not working out here. Got nothing to say to you. Rolls back. Yeah, it does roll back closer. Okay. Let's first get you. Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go through all the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now, the situation has changed slightly. These last seconds are our chance. Okay, let's see. You had the iOS demo and the first 3 chapters that the demo has. Yep, we played through the first 2. Oh, Sissel, could you explain something to me? Exactly how did the man in white die? He got shot with a gun. Gun, huh? I've always wondered about those things. How come people die when they hear that loud bang? Huh? Why do they? I don't remember. Oh, brother. I hope I never lose my memory. Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet. A bullet? A little lump of metal. It proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head. Aha, I get it. It's like a little tiny Mino, right? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though. In that case... be able to use my powers on it to save the man in white. Hey, good news. Hey, Whitecoat. Can't anybody just here call me Cabanela? Okay, so we got... Alright, just do this. Haha. Oh, shit. Okay, so we need to bump that off. I wonder why Ray didn't have a core, since he, let's see. He wasn't on the same boat in terms of having powers. Yeah. Okay. What was that? Just because people say something doesn't mean it's true. It's true. God, I love how he just kind of rolls back. That's such a fucking villain move. Okay. You little doggy, go over here. I go over here. Let's see. So he has the powers of manipulating non-living things as well. Kinda. No, I think he just rolls back because he's just cool. Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Hey now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha, I thought so. Kill everyone. I'm gonna die again? No, wait, our chance is coming up. The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in mid-air between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm here in the bullet right now. Let's swap this thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here that's the same shape and direction as the bullet. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. Oh god, that was so much. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? And who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. How is the guitar at the junkyard still in tune? Well, until it got shot. Hey, you know. Maybe somebody really loved that guitar. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Still got several broken bones, yep. Yeah, right, like, I'm going to believe that. So, what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Well, just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray those boys came through for us. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Oh yeah, let's hear what you have to say. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, those two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I better talk to them. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I wouldn't have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way, I could have been dancing after a big red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true, I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so, helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you, fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole away his life 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes. 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigations Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man and an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigations Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I've just been assigned to the Special Investigations Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. Then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and I'll be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lin in the first place. A cop being irresponsible with a gun. How original. Manipulator. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication. For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. In order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. Ah, the Patriot Act. This really is Japanifornia, as they say. Yes. Japanifornia, but it also with, like, an imperial, ministerial, political system. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at their special prison, huh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving the country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Spotless record. The spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigations Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Huh? The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd? Shooting Alma? I didn't care that he confessed. That there was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. Took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape the prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, huh? There's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ah, what's a little misunderstanding, baby? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a moment? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? I used to be part of the police. He's also a cop. The police, huh? No, not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' causes of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment, and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There was no sign of life. He was definitely dead. And welcome back if you're... Oh, shoot. We didn't realize that there was a new follower. Hello, Miss Obivis, if you're still watching us. We did not see I guess notifications are broken for us right now. Oops. Everyone but the dead guy and the dog are cops, and this is why the dead guy and the dog have to solve everything, basically. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. You just started fronting, and ever since, every time I attempt to speak, I wheeze. My other headmates speak fine. Although they speak more, they can only speak monotone. I do not know why. Interesting. We wonder why too. But we hope that the wheezing isn't like anything painful or anything. We hope they can just, like, still breathe okay. Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about it. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you can breathe. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteor fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered. But when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut out. I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. There is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? Oh, it's getting late. Free yawn. Free yawn redeem. Ha ha ha. Well, there's a weird corpse in my morgue. It got up and opened the door and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some reading for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation. I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from an unknown world unknown. Wait a minute. Could it be... That's right. It was coming from the meteorite fragment. I went to the park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He could die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cavanella's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. What a guy. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Tempsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put 2 and 2 together, baby. The manipulator case and Tempsic were somehow connected, which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. That's a lot of lifting right there. So that contraption in the basement here, you built it to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was on the force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have. It made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that allows Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cavanella? Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I had to spoil your image of me. But of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had for him? Inspector Cabanela, I'm sorry, I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd? This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. The knight? I really thought we finally had him. My body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd? The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You're always like that. You make everyone else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd? 5 years ago, you left this coat with me, just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. I've been waiting for so long, Detective Jowd. I'm sorry, that's Gumshoe's coat. Yes, it is. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me is just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. We'll see. Could you wait here until we do? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reason, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness, but it's almost dawn. Oh boy. That was a long chapter. We're getting so many things. Okay, so I want to finish this game tonight, but my throat is starting to give out, and we have to get up tomorrow. So we might have to call it, to be honest. Yeah, there's 3 more chapters. So we're probably gonna have to actually call it here. We will probably finish this game in the next... We will absolutely finish it in the next... It's 2 more chapters. Yeah, it's literally 2 more chapters. But I think they are pretty long. And so you're gonna have to, like, deal with a whole lot more. We will do these extra ones. Let's see, take aim and nail it on the second try. Avert fate without any deaths after the... Okay. Fail by keeping the ball away from Nino. I wonder what that is. We'll have to figure that out. Okay. Well, we're on our way. It's been fun. It's been lovely. It's been lovely. And we have absolutely uncovered so many more portraits. We're almost there. We're gonna go to our Zatsudan screen very quickly. Alright! Hope you all had fun. This was a pretty beefy, nice stream for us. We had fun. Is anyone on tonight? Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to raid into that. I don't think anyone else we know is online right now, so we're just gonna have to end stream again. But it was really fun. Alrighty. Yes, so we'll probably try to finish this out soonish. I know we've been saying like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, and then we didn't. Multiple times. So I'm not going to promise that we're going to finish this tomorrow, but maybe we'll hop on and do it tomorrow evening. We still have like a lot of work to do and stuff, so we might be feeling a little tired and not so much willing to do it. But that will be that for tomorrow. Alright. If you need to go to sleep, and I'm guessing you do, please have a good night. Rest well. Take a bath, take a shower, brush your teeth, floss, all that kind of stuff. Good night.